We're going to take a look right now at what Chinese fans are saying about a hot topic in the sports world. And for today, we're going to New Orleans for NBA All-Star Weekend. NBA regular season games make front-page headlines here in China, so you can imagine the reaction when Kyrie Irving and LeBron James led the East All-Stars to victory in the highest-scoring All-Star game in history. Irving scored a team-high 31 points on 14 of 17 shooting and dished out 14 assists to win MVP honors as the East came back from an 18-point deficit to beat the West on Sunday night, 163 to 155. Irving also logged 34 minutes, the most on the squad, and grabbed 5 rebounds in a scintillating display of offense from both teams. Their combined 318 points topped the previous record of 303 points scored in the 1987 All-Star game. Carmelo Anthony also set an All-Star record with 8 three-pointers on his way to 30 points, and every East player made at least 2 field goals and played at least 10 minutes. For the West, Kevin Durant and Blake Griffin each had 38 points, just 4 shy of the record held by good old Wilt Chamberlain. But the East scored the final 10 points of the game to pull it out after they had given up a record 89 in the first half. A lot of that had to do with Griffin and Durant, who had 22 points in the first half, just a bucket short of Glen Rice's first half record. Griffin, meanwhile, had 18 in the first quarter alone, also 2 shy of the record.
Durant is always number 2. He cares about everything, but he's selfish.
Fabulous Irving. Plays badly in the regular season, has no chance to make the playoffs, and wins the All-Star MVP.
Harden's turnover and foul on a three-pointer decided the game for the East. He was their best 6th man.
Once upon a time, the West starting center was Silly Yao. Carter could still fly. AI was running all over the court. T-Mac could still sink pull-up jumpers. And I only weighed 130 pounds.
All-Star Saturday then featured a quadruplet of competitions and a new East versus West battle format. First was the Shooting Stars competition, where a 3-player team comprised of 1 NBA player, 1 WNBA player, and a retired legend take turns making shots from 4 successive spots on the floor. The East team of Bosh, Swin Cash, and Dominique Wilkins took just over 30 seconds to hit from all 4 spots, including Bosh's first attempt from half court. Next up was the Skills Challenge, where players have to dribble, pass, and shoot their way through an obstacle course in the shortest amount of time. That was won by the Western tandem of Damian Lillard and Trey Burke in 45.2 seconds. After that was the always entertaining 3-point contest, won by San Antonio Spurs wingman Marco Belinelli. The Italian tied Bradley Beal for the championship round with 19 points, and then won the tiebreak with a high score of 24. And the Saturday nightcap was the Slam Dunk Contest, which again underwent some changes. Instead of scores for each individual dunk, the dunk contest featured 3 separate head-to-head battles between players from each conference. The East team of Paul George, Terrence Ross, and John Wall easily defeated their counterparts from the West, 3-0, with Wall being named the Dunker of the Night. All in all, an action-packed weekend in New Orleans, although you can't help but feel that the whole thing always comes up a little bit short. But do Chinese fans feel the same way? Let's go to CNA.com to check out some of their comments.
Long neck, long shot. Way to go, Giant Bosh.
Bosh shouldn't stand at the three-point line anymore. Just shoot from half court.
I don't understand why the bounce pass was taken out of the skill challenge. It's a basic skill for guards.
Haha, even the skills challenge has buzzer beaters. If Burke had run just a little bit slower, they would have been done.
This Oladipo kid insisted on dunking and wasted 0.1 seconds.
None of the good 3-point shooters shot well.
He's a typical Spurs player, keeps a low profile and wins the title.
What the heck was that? It looked like a pregame warm-up.
It seems like a lot of web users were wondering if the contest was over, but I was wondering when it started.
Wall's last dunk was so beautiful, a truly worthy winner.
Those dunks in the 2000 dunk contest could only be done by Carter and Old Francis, but nowadays they can be seen everywhere. I even see some when I go play basketball.
The dunk contest this year was a joke. It's basically based on individual performance, but they made it a team event this time. So awkward. What a failure.